The year the Prophet Muhammad was born in is referred to by historians as Amul Fil, the year of the elephants. The way they would keep track of years wasn't by a set calendar, rather by major incidents that occurred that everyone was familiar with and everyone knew about. It was something so grand and so big, witnessed by so many people, that it became a mark in history. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala references this incident also in the Quran, an entire surah dedicated to what actually happened. The surah is referred to as Suratul Fil. The backdrop to the incident is there was a general who resided in Yemen, and he had this desire to increase traffic to Yemen. It bothered him that so many people were traveling to Makkah Mukarramah for this pilgrimage because there was a Kaaba there. So he thought to himself, if everyone's already going to Mecca, and the reason why they're going there is for this Kaaba, what if I replicate the Kaaba, create my own version of it, but it'll be a symbol of Christianity, and the traffic that's already making its way to Mecca will now travel further south and come down to Yemen, increasing the economy there, creating a boom there, making it a desirable destination. So he went ahead and did that. He built this magnificent church. The Arabs in Mecca were offended by this. They felt that this church of his was disrespectful to what they had in Mecca. That this person thought that somehow he could create a competition to the Kaaba. And they weren't wrong, because the truth is that you can't just create structures and draw people in and expect the same result as the Kaaba. Because the Kaaba is much more than a structure. It's the center. It's the first house. It's the place where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rahmah descends every single day. And then from there it distributes to the hearts of all of those that face it in their prayer, those that are walking around the Kaaba. One person, so he went from Makkah Mukarramah all the way down to Yemen and went to this place called the Qulays, and he defecated there. And in one narration, burnt the place down. This Abraha general was so frustrated that he took his army and he marched towards Mecca. He came with elephants. And his desire was to demolish the Kaaba and to make a point to the people of Mecca that you don't mess with us. And as they came in that direction, their army settled outside Makkah Mukarramah. There were some animals roaming around. Abraha took control of those animals. The people of Mecca were so terrified by this magnificent, large, enormous army that they abandoned their homes and ran into the mountains. Abdul Muttalib, who was the grandfather of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, confronted Abraha. And Abdul Muttalib was one of great awe. A person, when they saw him, would be struck by fear. Abraha had tremendous respect for Abdul Muttalib, knowing that he was a leader of the people and also the look that he had. When Abdul Muttalib sat in front of him, he said to him, I'm here for my camels. You took those animals. Abraha was kind of shocked, like, I'm here to destroy the Kaaba and you're worried about your animals? So Abdul Muttalib then said to him, Ana Rabbul Ibl. I am the one responsible of these camels. وَلِلْبَيْتِ رَبٌّ سَيَمْنَعُهُ. And the Kaaba has its own Lord. He will protect it. This shows us the tawakkul and reliance on Allah. That he knew that this guy who's challenging the deen has it coming. Right now it seems like he's in the upper hand. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will always protect his deen, because this is his deen to protect. Abraha began to march with his army towards the Kaaba. His elephants refused to move forward, because they knew better. He forced them, and as the army approached Makkah Mukarramah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then tells us in the Quran, أَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ تَرْمِيهِمْ بِحِجَارَةٍ مِّن سِجِّيلٍ فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. An army of birds swarmed the skies, and each one carrying pebbles in their feet, and they dropped them. And as they dropped those pebbles, the army of Abraha was destroyed. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. They were like leftover fodder. When an animal eats and the broken pieces they eat from that are just lying around. Not even the main bite, the pieces that are left out. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. Eaten fodder, broken fodder just lying around, destroyed. Abraha ran from there to save his life, but he wasn't able to live long. And the year then became known as the Year of the Elephants. This great incident that occurred protecting the Kaaba preceded the birth of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam just by a small period, showing us that just as Allah protected the Kaaba here today, a prophet is coming, and he will be the one that will liberate this Kaaba of its purity. And so that this year must never be forgotten, the story of the prophet begins with the big turning of the page in Arabian history. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant barakah in our learning of the seerah, and may He accept this from us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Our goal and objective here at Qalam is to make the knowledge and the understanding of Islam as accessible as possible to as many people as we can. Alhamdulillah, we hope and pray that this video was of benefit to you and that you benefited from the knowledge and the understanding shared here. Continue to help us reach as many people as possible and share the knowledge of our beautiful religion worldwide by going to supportqalam.com and becoming our partner in these efforts.